Welcome back to Neptuna Tarot. My name is Cassidy. Thank you guys so much for being here. Also, I just want to shout you guys out. Thank you so much if you've been subscribing. I've been seeing the number go up, so that really does mean so much to me. You know, just to get some feedback on these videos, just to have your support, it means the world. Thank you so much for the likes, comments, subscriptions. All of it means the world to me. Thank you. So today we're going to be doing the topic, what makes people obsess over you? So I just want to kind of have a fun, spicy reading here, and I wasn't really very inspired to do it, and then I pulled the cards, and now I'm just really curious. So I set myself up. Now I'm ready to go. Really want to see what messages come through. Just so you guys know, this is a collective general message, so that means I can't possibly read a specific reading for each and every one of you. So please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and if you'd like something more specific, if you're still needing more assistance in whatever issue you're going through at this time, you can always message me on Instagram or also email me. All that information is in the description box below. Alright guys, so we're going to be doing a 30-second meditation, but let me go ahead and introduce the cards to you. So pile number 1, we have Connect with Fire. Pile number 2, we have Beauty Ritual. And pile number 3, we have Music. Bottom of the deck, collective energy, is sound healing. So I am kind of getting, there is a lot of benefits to sound healing for all of the collective, okay? Anybody who comes across this message, it's more than likely beneficial for you to do some sound healing. That can mean so many different things. Whatever vibration it is you're trying to bring into your life, that's kind of gonna be the key to figuring that out for yourself. We also underneath that have Look for Fairies, which is in reverse. So I am kind of getting like this very serious energy as well. So I'm also getting, some of you guys need to have some more fun, connect with that inner child, and stop being so serious all the time. Stop being so you might be kind of just really focused or devoted to kind of spending your energy a certain way, and you might kind of look at being hedonistic or something as frivolous, as something that isn't beneficial to the time that you spend here. We have sex underneath that. Exactly. It's like you might kind of be avoiding pleasure, collective. And I am seeing that it would actually be extremely beneficial. We have pleasure. So we had sex and pleasure, basically the two sex cards out of this entire self-care oracle just came out. So that can also be incredibly healing. And that, I mean, with the topic going on here as well, that could also be a reason why people might obsess over you. Okay, so let's get to the meditation, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi guys, if you picked pile number 1, connect with fire, we do have the number 12 here, break it into a 3, which to me 3 is all about creativity. It's all about creativity, collaboration. So one reason that people become very obsessed with you, pile number 1, honestly, I can totally see why people get obsessed with you. You guys are very strong, and I'm getting a lot of earth and fire energies as what carries you, how other people see you, and to me, that kind of is a weird combination a little bit, because when you think of it, what is earth and fire mixed together? And to me, that is lava. So you guys have almost this lava energy to you, and it's kind of insane because it's very intimidating, it's a little bit scary, but it's also like daunting. It's daunting, and like, you know how lava, it's like it moves quickly but slowly at the same time. It's like a very slow burn. So I just feel like you guys have that capability to really have a stillness to you, to have a slowness to you, to understand that you progress over time through hard work. You progress over time through like putting your head down, putting your heart and hard work, blood, sweat, tears into something, and you're going to see the results that you want. So I think that people become very obsessed with you to start off. You know, you guys picked connect with fire, and I am feeling you guys are very warm people. People become obsessed with you because you make them feel very comfortable. I think that you're a very grounded, stable person here, and so people become very comfortable around you. Also, it's like a gathering as well, so I do feel like people feel safe to gather with you and friends, possibly family. Like people could possibly cherish those moments that they get to spend with you because it really feels warm, it feels friendly, it just feels safe here, which is so ironic because like your energy is so strong and like fiery, but also like this earth, this very powerful, strong earth to you, which is funny because you also have a really strong heart. So it's like you're a really well-rounded person. And it's just like people get really obsessed with you because I think that once you invite someone into your circle, once you kind of get close to someone, it's like you're all in. You really focus on that person's interest. You focus on things that are going to help fill up their cup. You are a little self-sacrificing, but it's actually just really, it's coming through as very sweet. And that's the thing, is like I don't think you have a problem with like not setting boundaries. I think this is actually a really healthy give and take. It's just like you are a very generous person. Like I don't know if possibly your love language could be like gift giving specifically, or just like active listening. Like, you know, what is it like? What, I can't remember which love language it is, but it's like it's about the communication. I don't think it's words of affirmation. It's like quality time. I feel like that's it. Yes, like people get obsessed with you because your love language is quality time. That's so beautiful, pile 1. Like I think people really feel paid attention to. They feel heard. They feel safe. Also, with the Fool in reverse coming in, I actually really love this because I think that you also help people stop themselves from making really impulsive decisions. Like you are that friend that people go to kind of get advice from, to not overdo it, to not possibly say the wrong thing, to not kind of, I think that you have this level of self-awareness. Pardon me. You have a level of self-awareness that it's like you understand more psychology versus like influence of your environment or influence of like social media, specifically with this TV. It's like you are not somebody who's gonna stay in the box or color in the lines. Like you are somebody who's gonna kind of question authority a little bit, not in like a rebellious way, but more in like I'm steady. I'm not gonna make foolish, impulsive decisions. So it's like, I think that you might even be the kind of friend that like stops your friends from like breaking up or something like that. Like you might be like the counselor friend, you know, like the relationship counselor friend too. It's like where people might be like, I just want to start over. I just want to start fresh. It's like you kind of come in and remind them what they've built over time. And it's funny with this 8 of Pentacles here, where I'm getting so much of this earth energy. It's just like the book that they're reading says don't panic on it. So I am getting that energy of like you really calm people down, and it's like you kind of get them grounded enough to where it's like they're not in this really impulsive energy anymore. Also, with this 3 of Pentacles here, I am seeing that you are incredibly selective about the people that you collaborate with, the people that you work with specifically. It's like you could be really picky about the jobs that you take or just the people that you work with, especially like if you don't really like your job that much. It's like you're very specific about who you talk to in a certain way, who you like gossip to, who you might like work gossip to, you know what I mean? It's just like very specific about your own collaborations. It's like I feel like you're very protected because you have a really big and generous heart. With this 4 of Cups, I do feel like in the past you might have been the kind of person to hold on to grudges or to hold on to your disappointments, but I do see that you're learning to let go more. Yeah, you're learning to let go more, and I think the more and more you let go, it's like the more relaxed you are, the more grounded and in your own energy that you are. I just feel like the easier it's going to be to let go of disappointments, to let go of setbacks, to let go of things that might have bruised your heart, because this is coming through 4 of Cups. So it is connected to your heart space. It's like when you get disappointed to the core of you. Like it really does affect you, I think, more than you let on. And but I think you're learning to let go, and I feel like it's giving you like this more relaxed energy that people are becoming obsessed about. Like it's coming up here, so it's like the more and more you relax over time and let things go, it's like the more attractive I feel like you're becoming. Not even just attractive, but it's just like the more people I think feel safe and comfortable to be around you. Because we do have bitch fire, stand up for yourself here. So this does tell me that, you know, you still have a lot of intimidation to you, and you're definitely not the kind of person to stay quiet whenever you feel insulted or whenever you feel upset. Stand up for yourself. We're gonna read that from the book in a moment, but it's like I'm seeing exactly what I'm saying. It's just like even though this is water, it's like coming through more earth to me, like earth and fire, like this fire in you. It's like once you kind of get the flames too, like I just see that like you can become very dangerous, just like lava. Because we even have like blood on the nails here. Like there's little blood drips on the nails. So I do see it's like once you get to this point of like standing up for yourself, It's like once the match is lit, it's not going to go out. And I am seeing that too, because we have healing, we have free spirit. So I'm, like I said, it's like the more and more you enter this free spirit energy, like letting things go, being really relaxed and not in any kind of panicked or bothered energy. Yes, that's what it is. Like the more and more unbothered you are, it's like the more attractive you're becoming. Your capability to let things go, I think it really does show a level of maturity to you that people are respecting. We do have healing, and once again, it's like a group healing. So it's like I feel like people feel very healed around your energy, like they feel very loved by you, and that's why people become obsessed with you. It's because I think you're very predictable, but at the same time it's like healing, and like you have this fire too, so it's still exciting. It's not boring. It's not like predictable in a boring way. It's just like predictable as in like people know they're going to feel safe to be themselves around you. Bottom of the deck energy, what do we have here? We do have the Eight of Cups in reverse, and once again, this is reminding me of the Fool energy. It's like you kind of make people question whether or not they want to walk away from connections, from especially like relationships. Like it could be friendships, it could be relationships with your family, and it could be romantic relationships. Like I think people really just get obsessed with the advice that you give them, and it's like they get obsessed with the grounded energy that you provide. It's like you are a protector, but at the same time it's like you're also therapeutic. Because bottom of the deck for this mermaid oracle, we have light. So you are a light to some people. Like to me, I think you are a leader. It's like I keep seeing this group here, and I keep seeing like the lighthouse even, and we have this, and it's just like I feel like you guide people. You do set an example for others. Especially with this too, like this to me is screaming like citrine is such a sunshine crystal. So we have goal setting, abundance, positive energy. Exactly, and it's abundance to me, you know, that's like pentacles energy. So we have more earth energy, positive energy, but it's still coming through as light, so it's fire. So we once again have earth and fire with this citrine. All right, let's read Bitch Fire real quick. Where's the book? Okay. 16. All right, there's no better way to say it. Someone in your life is trying to burn you at the stake. Maybe you didn't give them something they wanted, or you didn't let them get away with their bad behavior. Either way, they're trying to ruin your reputation. Rest assured, your reputation will stay intact. Silence can be effective, but this is not that kind of situation. Get loud and let them have a taste of your bitch fire. Exactly. It's like exactly what I said. It's like you are not the kind of person to stay quiet in a situation. And it's like you are going to stand up for yourself. And some people get intimidated by that. But I think that that also helps you weed out the kind of people that are going to kind of be weak in certain situations, like not be very loyal to you, not be very friendly to you at times when other people might be pressuring them, right? It's like I do think like you are very picky, selective about the people that you surround yourself with. And I think by standing up for yourself, it's like it sets an example for others as well, to not put up with certain situations. And what's funny is, like, I think people really underestimate you because you come off as very unbothered, very relaxed. But it's like once that match is lit, it's like, I'm telling you, it's like once that fire is lit, you see the bonfire, like, it's just like, you don't stay quiet about that kind of thing. But we do have Castle at the bottom of the deck here. It's time for healing, not war. Don't burn something down to the ground unless you have a plan to build something better in its place. But it's too late for that, isn't it? You got angry, you pointed fingers, you called for war, and war was exactly what you got. Now that it's time for healing and reparations, what's your plan? You need to take the same initiative and determination you had when you started and figure it out. Never neglect your intuition. Oh my god, my cat. Lily! Yeah, baby, it's okay. Okay, so I do feel like some people actually kind of like your rage, or it's like your anger. It's like they like the way that you express anger. But I do think that, you know, this is bottom of the deck energy, so this is shadow energy, things you might not be able to see. And what I'm getting from that, it's like it feels very much like at times this fire does burn certain things to the ground. Okay, and it's like you can't really go back in time, you can't take certain words back. But it's so weird that it's coming through here as like, what do people obsess over? So it's like some people around you do obsess over you because of the way you get angry, or it's like the way you express your anger. It's like they know that they can count on you to be upset or get angry, or like to kind of be the leader here of whatever fight, protest, you know, that's going on. What's weird though is like, even though it's like I'm seeing so many people surrounding you, it's like at the same time I feel like you're very private about the things that you're going through. And that is also another reason people obsess over you. It's like you're very mysterious here. All right, let's get some cards on what would these people want to say to you. Actually, I don't know about this. Like, I'm still kind of like deciding on this, like, because these cards are so random. Like, they're random messages. Like right now we just pulled, I'm going through a lot of changes. So some of you guys could be going through different changes that could, and I feel like it has to do with your healing. But I'm just getting that you are experiencing a shift, because I think that there are certain things here that have burned to the ground. And even underneath that, like, look at this, we have Clover, release your guilt. So it's like, I do think that something, like some situation was kind of, it ended in a not so great way here. And so it's like, I do feel regret here. So it's like some people might encourage your anger, but at the same time, it's like they might not see the consequences of that. But it's like you do, you handle it, you deal with it, right? So let me I'm trying to decide which deck to use, because I want to just like get one more. So hard to decide sometimes. I'm kind of feeling this one actually. So why do people obsess over pile number 1? You're a free spirit, you're fiery, you're passionate, but at the same time, You're predictable, you're grounded. 10 of Swords in reverse. I think that you also, like I said, you just lift a lot of mental burdens off of people's shoulders. It's like you help other people get grounded. Like, I think that you would be a great counselor, a great therapist, a great spokesperson. We do have the Hermit as well. So it's like, once again, I'm getting this really mysterious energy coming from you. It's like people obsess over you because you might be kind of hard to reach, a little bit private at this time. You might be kind of somebody who is a hermit who hides a bit. So it's like people have to really reach out and, you know, get invited to these little hangouts here. We have the Tower in reverse. Exactly. It's like people come to you to kind of, it's like they might be careful with this energy, because remember, this is obsessive energy. So it's like, be careful of this, because I'm getting some people rely on you to like fix their problems, to listen to their issues. And it's like, baby, if you're not getting paid, if you're not getting paid, it's like, I do feel like you're happy to do this for your friends and family, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, if you're constantly the fixer, you're constantly trying to like get to a point where the tower isn't falling apart, that's a little bit unhealthy. Like, don't be a crutch for some people. Like, some people might be using you as a crutch instead of like getting a therapist. And it's like, if you do feel really burdened by this, because tower energy is really heavy, it's super heavy. So that's why I am getting like, you still are picky and you're a hermit, so it's like, it's not a big deal, it doesn't affect you that insanely, but at the same time, just have some boundaries with that. It's like, if you're not feeling like taking on their burdens that day, just let them know. I don't think they'll be super offended, especially from how much you do take on. All right, so we have 8 of Cups coming up again. And the 9 of Wands reverse coming out with that. I think, so, you know, we have this energy of you helping people not leave certain situations, not make impulsive, reckless decisions. Especially like, specifically, it's like with leaving like relationships or like friendships. Like, I don't know why. It's like you talk people out of, like, you help people work it out, kind of. Like, maybe, like, you reject the idea of, like, just abandoning a bunch, like, a hard, all, like, time and energy that's put into relationships. It's like you remind people of that. And so it's really helpful to like prevent people from walking away. And I feel like the reason you do that, it's like with this 8 of Cups, is like because maybe people have walked away from you in the past, or you've had to walk away from others, vice versa. Take it as it resonates here. And it's like with this 9 of Wands, now you're learning how to put your guard down again. With this 4 of Cups and this 9 of Wands, it's like you're learning how to take the hits better. It's like, I feel like if people do walk away, or if you need to walk away from a connection, it's like, I think you are getting better about doing that, about standing up for yourself in that way. But it's like, for the most part, I think people will really become obsessed with the vulnerable side of you. The more and more you show your heart, like the sweet, kind, like vulnerable side of yourself, the real version of you, it's like, I think more and more people will become obsessed with you. 2 of Pentacles, like, come on, you're just extremely balanced. Like, you really know how to like keep your shit together, and people really respect that about you. We have the High Priestess. You're also incredibly intuitive as well. So that's why people also come to you, I feel like, to get your opinion, to kind of get your thoughts on things. Like, what do you think about this? All right, pile number 1, that's all the time that I have for you guys. I really hope that this message resonated for you. If it did, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Until next time, I'm sending you guys love, light, protection, blessings. Peace. Hi there, pile number 2. If you guys picked beauty ritual number 5, all right, so what I'm getting right off the bat, if you guys picked this pile, it is definitely because you guys value beauty. People get really obsessive with your looks. They get very attracted to you. I feel like you are a very sunshiny, happy person. I don't know why, but I'm getting you are able to turn people's frowns upside down with this sun. The sun energy. It's like, I feel like when people enter your energy, they might even be sad. It's like people might even come to you to comfort them, because it's like, I think that you have a very optimistic outlook when it comes to life, a very positive, celebratory way of looking at life. It's like you're always wanting to just celebrate every single day that you're alive, every breath that you take. And I am just getting with this 4 of Cups reverse, it's like you're very capable of letting things roll off of your back. It's like letting things go, or at least, see, what I'm getting is like a conflicting energy, because I do get that there is an energy that you present to the public, okay? And I do get that that is the like the energy that people become obsessed with, is more of that projection of yourself, or it's like people trying to label you, people trying to understand you, people trying to I don't want to say put you in a box, but it's like they're wanting to, what is the word? Yeah, they're wanting to define you, I guess. They're wanting to understand you, and it's like, I think that they do see that you are very guarded, and I do think a little bit mischievous, a little bit, dare I say, toxic. It's like there are certain behaviors I do see here that it's like you are responding to life. I do kind of see to some degree of like protecting yourself. Exactly, protection. We have protection over here. Protecting yourself. It's like you do this, you have this projection of like sun energy, but it's like coming through reverse. So it's like, I do feel like there's repression of your own happiness. It's like you do your best to try to make everybody else around you happy, and it's like people become very obsessed with that energy, but it's like not who, like it's not actually making you happy. And it's like, it's kind of a conflicting energy, what I'm getting, where you do so much to like put light out into the world, but it's like, you see how this sun and this moon are sticking out here with these bright yellows? I'm getting that it's like night and day, where it's almost like during the day when you're around people, you come off as just very enchanting, very charming, very sweet, very sunshiny, very happy, very inspired. Okay, it's like people really look at you and think that you are this optimist, that you are somebody who probably like doesn't get sad. Like some people really think that, you know, you don't have problems, or you might not, you're just not very open to talking about like quote unquote negative things. Okay, like some people even might look at you as like that, like there keeps coming, like toxic keeps coming through, but it's like, I don't want to call you guys toxic. I don't think you're toxic. I don't like, but I am hearing like toxic positivity. So maybe that's what it is, where it's like you are always like, everything's okay, everything's okay, everything's okay. Even when sun is reversed, it's not okay. You're not happy. 444 on the camera, but it's like you're putting on this front. It's like people think, and it's like weird because it's like people assume so much about you. It's like they assume you're happy, but I think that you hide a lot of your unhappiness. They think that you let things go easily, but personally I think that you have a hard time letting some things go. With this Knight of Cups, this is really what's just tricky about this, is like, because I feel like you might have a misunderstanding about what love is. It's like, I think that people get obsessed with you because it's like they see that you could provide a really fun, emotionally satisfying household. But it's like, if they knew how you truly handled your emotions, it's like, I think that you have a really hard time either expressing your emotions, or a really hard time like regulating, self-soothing these emotions. Like I think that there are times where you get really heightened emotions, and it's almost like borderline dangerous, toxic. Like I think, you know, you are aware of these things. Take it if it resonates. You know, this is only confirmation. For those of you who are self-aware of this within yourself, if not, it still worries me, because for the other half of you guys, it's like this comes through as other people's energy. If it's not you, then it's got to be someone who is obsessive over you, right? Like you might draw in emotionally unavailable types of people, or people who are emotionally manipulative. And I'm so sorry about my neighbor upstairs. They're very loud. Very loud. I'm gonna fight. No, I'm not gonna fight. You see, it's like there's just like, there's something there about like expression of emotions. It's not the healthiest way. So if it's not you, it's them. And like, I'm just getting that a lot of people fall in love with the idea of you instead of who you really are at heart. And I do kind of get that that's why you guys might have been drawn to Beauty Ritual, because I mean, Beauty Ritual, like she's literally doing her nails, doing, you know, it implies, it doesn't always necessarily imply makeup, but that is one of the first things I think of. So, you know, makeup is to some degree a mask, you know, give or take. it can create illusions, and I just think that people fall in love with the illusion of you versus who you truly deeply are. It's like they see this outside version of you where it's like they assume, I think people assume that you're always partying, you're always having a good time. We also have Little Kitty Mine is the game. Little Kitty Mine, that's so funny. Like, you could like cozy, cute games. Like, it's just like people really assume that your life is like beautiful, stable, perfect, grounded, celebratory. It's like you're always celebrating life. You're always seeing life through this like beauty lens. Like, you're always seeing the beautiful things about life. It's like this very optimistic way of looking at life. And people really get obsessed over that. Like, people just love the way you see life, and it's like they just picture being close with you, and they just think that like you have time to do all these things. But in reality, I think that you really do struggle just to like create intimate relationships. And it's like, I think you want them, but I think that at this time you are turning more inwards. Okay, it's like you are, I feel like you are doing some healing work, okay? With this moon energy, it's just like, I feel like you're trying to do some healing, especially at night, especially with the moon phases, especially. Because we also have bottom of the deck is Strength. And we also have underneath that the Hermit. Like I said, it's like, I just think that you're not really looking to create like frivolous, oh, sorry, those are my cats. I have the window open for them. But it's like they don't really like to, or it's like, I'm sorry, you might not be super interested right now in like building deep, intimate relationships because you still have healing to do. So it's like you're keeping to yourself, which it's coming up in this reading. So it's like people are just super obsessed with how strong you are. It's like they see your strength. I feel like some people are able to see that you have been through a lot, and it's like, I think they do feel that you love even the ugliest of things, or it's like you have so much love in your heart that it just radiates out of you. Like, people become obsessed with you because it's like, I feel like they feel accepted by you no matter who they are. And I think that you are very accepting of people and their shadows because you also have a pretty dark shadow as well. I'm seeing 111 on the timer. But yeah, with the Hermit, I'm just seeing you're doing a lot of time, you're spending a lot of time alone. Bottom of the deck here, we also have Moonstone, Intuition, Divine Feminine, Moon Magic. Like I said, I feel like you are spending a lot of time with the moon, like, and people might even suspect this of you. Like, some people might become obsessive of you because like a lot of you guys here do have like a witchy energy to you. It is coming through really feminine, but it doesn't have to be, guys. I feel like I keep seeing little pets everywhere. Like, there's a little dog here. We have the Little Kitty Mine game. You know, there's a snake on her face as well. And there's also something here with video games. It's like all these video games, and we also have like a game controller on the Hermit. So down here we have Inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. There's that contrast, dusk or dawn. It's like, I feel like you get hits of inspiration at such random times as well. It's like you never know when it's gonna hit you. But also, like, this could even be your mood levels. It's like your emotions, your moods. Like you might have kind of like random spurts of energy, and it's like people might not know what side of you they're gonna get. Like the people who are closer to you, they're not really sure which side of you they're gonna get. They're either gonna get this dusk or they're gonna get this dawn. But I also feel like people become obsessed with you because it's like when they're in your presence, you inspire them. Like truly deeply. It's like they feel like they have received a visit from you. Like they've received a hit of just like creativity, inspiration. It's like I'm saying, it's like something about the lens that you see life through, your perspective. It's like people get really inspired by your perspective. I think you're very lighthearted around people. We also have protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So that is another mention of spiritual work, or like, I don't know, like psychic. I feel like that's definitely like implying protective spell work or magic, spiritual work, whatever you want to call it. So I do feel like people also become obsessed with you because they get this weird energy that it's like when they're with you, things are gonna be okay. They're gonna be protected. They could also just see you as very, very protected here. We do have throne. Your potential is endless. All right, we're gonna read from the book. I believe this is the last card in the deck. Yes. So it says, at the risk of sounding cliche, you can do anything you put your mind to. You are a mighty queen who is complex enough to be both gentle and valiant, just and magnificent, or any combination you should ever long for. The reason they tell you that you cannot have it all is because they're afraid you will become even more dangerous than you already are. Yes, it's like I do feel that there are certain people who don't want to see you learn how to master your emotions, because I do think that your potential is literally endless, but I just think that it's gonna start with this healing. It's like once you start letting this mask off and just kind of being real whenever you need help, whenever things are not okay, it's like kind of letting go of that positivity mindset all the time, because it's like the reality is life is a beautiful blend of good and bad, dusk and dawn, just like you are. So I think that there is a little bit of getting out of this like rose-tinted lens, especially because if it resonates for you that you might draw in a lot of like manipulative people, emotionally manipulative people. It's like it might be because you're seeing the best in them. It might be because you're not seeing things for what they really are at times. And it's like the more and more you learn to be more open, learn how to take more control of your emotions, I just think that you're going to be more aware of when other people are trying to take advantage of you then. But yeah, with throne here, it's like people just are obsessed because they see that you're really gonna go far. Like it's like once you get through this situation, like I feel like once you come out of hermit mode, once you've dealt with like taking off this mask here, it's like people are really just wondering and curious about how far you're gonna go. It's like people are obsessed with that, the idea of your potential. We also have mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. So a lot of people really love your body, okay? Like let's just say that right away. It's like people love, maybe you also just walk with an air of confidence as well, that people really think is beautiful, people think is like, they just are so obsessed with the way, I don't know, I'm getting like with the way you walk, the way that you like, it's like when you're in your own world, when you're in your own like exactly how she's listening to music in her own world. So it says, you've been feeling self-conscious as of late, but the answer isn't to change anything about yourself. The answer is to learn to love the body you've been given. Avoid those crash diets, that extreme exercise, or any unhealthy behavior. Take strides towards a healthy mindset that accepts yourself as you are, not what you feel pressured to be. And I think that's exactly the lesson that you're learning right now, is like, it's okay to be yourself. You don't have to fit the mold, fit the standard, the impossible beauty standards that we have in society. You might also feel pressured by family, friends, by your partner to be a certain way, to act a certain way, to look a certain way. And I think the more and more you take control of like seeing people for what it is, and it's like when people are trying to influence who you are, that's manipulative, that's controlling, you know, especially if it's not coming from like a loving place or like constructive criticism or anything like that. If it's just like, oh, you need to change your hair, like, or you need to change your body, especially if anybody is body shaming you, like that is not somebody who genuinely cares about you. And that's, you know, you have to kind of learn that for yourself. You have to get to that point where you've taken off that lens of trying to see the good in everybody. And it's weird because it's like, I feel like you feel self-conscious, but it's like you see the best in everybody else except yourself. And it's like, look at this potential. Like, you can literally be anybody you want to be. You can seriously just it's just like, I think you still have some trouble accepting yourself, like really deeply loving yourself 100%. And I think you're working on that. But despite that, like, people still are very obsessive over you. It's like people are very obsessive with the sun energy that you project. So let's get a last message here. What makes people obsessed with pile number 2? We have the Knight of Cups again. Okay, with the Djinn here. So it's like people might honestly be obsessed with certain toxic behaviors of yours. It's like people love possibly to see you get upset, angry. I don't know. It's like that. If that's something, if this is a pattern that you've been stuck in for a while, where it's like you have really been struggling to deal with your own emotions, you need to be careful about the people around you at this time, because I feel like some of them are feeding off of this. And it's like they're obsessed with when you break down, when you're not doing well emotionally, which is just, to me, such a huge red flag of like, you have people around you that might be obsessed with you that don't have your good, like your best intention at heart. 9 of Wands. I feel like people are obsessed with you because you have your guard down. Okay, this is actually kind of turning into a warning message, pile 2. It's like, I get that a lot of you love to take care of people. You love to put a smile on other people's face. Like, you love overextending yourself to some degree. It's like you love... Oh, Lily. One second. Because with this 9 of Wands, to me, this is like reading, like, it's weird because there's like a message of you being more vulnerable, but maybe vulnerable is the wrong word, because I feel like it's being more authentic, being more honest about how you're feeling. It's like, I think that you force a smile on your face, even when it's not a real smile. I'm hearing Fake Smile by Ariana Grande. And it's just like, I think the real reason is like, people kind of see that you are constantly putting on a positive smile, a positive face, and it's like they're like, oh, they're always happy. Like, I don't know, it's like people get really used to seeing you in this way, and I don't know why. It's like some people kind of use like your emotional vulnerability against you. Like they use the fact that you might not see some people clearly, like certain abusive people clearly. Is 6 of Wands. But people are really obsessed with the idea of you winning, like the idea of you just kicking ass, like the idea of you being successful, getting the recognition that you deserve. It's like there are people here that really do see your potential and are so obsessed with the idea of like Ace of Cups reverse. If you were to put a lot of time and effort into filling your own cup instead of trying to put a smile on everyone else's face, it's like once you really turn the focus inwards towards you completely, go hermit mode, cut off a lot of these Knight of Cups reverse here in your life, because I think that it's also just setting a really horrible example for you. It's also enabling you, and it's also like, I think that a lot, like half of the obsessive energy here is from these people, and that's like, to me, half and half. It might be like whatever to you, but that's not really great that half the people here are kind of seeing the fact that you might be confused at this time. You might have a lot of options at this time. You might not be in the best emotional state of mind at this time. It's like people just are seeing you in this light, and it's Knight of Swords reverse. They might be a really smooth talker. They might be somebody who compliments you a lot, especially compliments your mask. Like, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're so like smiley all the time. I love, like, it's like they don't actually know the real you. Or they don't really care to, is really the energy. It's like they don't really care to know. So, I kind of want to get a message from your angels here to end the reading. Because this has been this was different, really different than pile 1. What's the message? So we have invitation. We, your guardian angels, ask you to invite us into your heart. Talk to us at any time. Share with us your fears and concerns, as well as your joys and pleasures. There's no need to be formal, for we have known you since before the dawn of time. In fact, we know you better than you know yourself, and we love you just as you are. Yes, that is so beautiful. I feel like when at times you might feel alone, especially at night. I'm just getting nights are really hard for you. But it's just like, invite your spiritual team to be there for you, okay? I truly believe like your spiritual team, your guides, angels, whatever, it's like they really can't affect your life until you ask them to, until you give them that power, that invitation to your life. We also have guilt. You do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love. Regardless of what you've done or what you think you failed to do, from your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. I think you need to forgive yourself for seeing the best in others, for kind of being a little bit vulnerable to these types of people, because I am getting it's really not your fault. It's just like you really haven't failed to do anything. This is just bringing more awareness into your life. And I feel like once you bring this awareness in, your potential is endless. All right, pile number 2, that's all the time that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I really love this reading. I hope you did too. If you did enjoy it, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I'd love to hear your feedback. And until next time, I'm sending you guys love, light, protection, and blessings. All right, peace. You scared me. Hi there, pile number 3. If you guys picked music. So you guys actually have a little surprise because another card shuffled with music. And it was actually the card Sing. So I thought that that was just a pretty crazy coincidence that we have the 2 musical cards. Also, the bottom of the deck, the collective energy, was sound healing. So I really feel like you guys are in tune with the collective. All right, but basically, if you were drawn to this pile, I think you and I both know that music is a huge, important part of your personality, your identity, whether or not you are a singer, a rapper, a writer, just a songwriter, even like if you don't sing your own songs, if you are a musician of any kind, guys, even if you make beats, like whatever you do, I just feel like you guys are definitely drawn to this pile because of the musical aspect. And that, my friend, is definitely a huge reason why people become very obsessed with you, okay? So also, let's just go ahead and get this one out the way because I don't think there's a better time to talk about it. We have Saraswati, the goddess of art, music, knowledge, and eloquence. Hello, goddess of art and music? Like, are you kidding me? Like, you guys have some serious musical abilities. If you're not already in some career that has to do with music, singing, songwriting, anything, it's like that is what's going to truly fulfill you, nourish your soul. I just get this like flowing rainbow energy, you know, in both of these cards too. It's just like that is truly what's going to just like feed your soul. Creating music, like something to do with music, okay? Especially like you have support, I feel like, from like the spiritual realm to do this. Like, this is part of your fate, this is part of your destiny. And obviously, guys, I think that sometimes we have a hard time seeing ourselves, and I think that people get really crazed and obsessed over you because they see the potential in you that some of you guys are not seeing within yourself. Some people already know that you're going to be successful, and that's what makes them obsess over you. It's like they're like, wow, they feel like they're getting the behind the scenes preview, backstage pass, like they feel like they're getting the before they were famous like view of you, okay? So this is really interesting. For some of you who just like truly deeply just love listening to music, I just feel like there's something creative that you do. There's something that you create. If it's not music, it could be art. I mean, it does say goddess of art, music, knowledge. So there could also just be something like you could be heavily, pardon me, knowledgeable about music, like music topics, pop culture, something of that sort, where it's just like it brings out passion within you, even just to discuss music, like maybe celebrities, musical past, like you might just know a lot about the music industry. Okay, but what I'm also getting, and be prepared, with this Ace of Wands, with this Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, this to me is giving me, oh, and the Seven of Swords, like all four of these, like all of this is giving me some really nasty, gross, weird energy. Like there's some weirdos in your energy field, guys. I get that there's some deceptive, shady people in your energy field. It could be two people specifically, an earth sign and a fire sign. Could be placements that they have as well. But I'm just getting, it's like, it's coming off very aggressive, and also like with Queen of Pentacles, it's just like it feels mean. Like I don't know, I just feel like any Queen of Pentacles reverse, it's like they are just so depleted themselves that I think that they're so mean to other people. It's like they lack so much abundance themselves that they have to throw stones at other people, or like throw not even throw stones, but it's just like I feel a lot of jealousy. I'm getting jealousy, and also it's like judgment. It's like people who, it's like it's I feel like it's truly, the root of it is jealousy, but it's like people trying to judge you because they're jealous of you, but it's like they don't know that they're jealous of you. It's like you know, okay, like people who get jealous of you, but it's like they still watch you. They still obsessively watch your page. They still you know, look at everything you do online, but it's like at the same time they're not investing in you, they're not supporting you. If anything, I feel like with this Ace of Wands, the people who get obsessed with you, they almost steal your ideas, they mimic your ideas. So like that's why I'm just getting a very weird, nasty energy here. Like I didn't want to think like this, but then when the Seven of Swords came out, it just really confirmed. With this Ace of Wands, I think that people, that some people that you attract, it's like they're inspired by you, but they don't know how to do it themselves. Like they don't know how to do what you do because they're not supposed to, right? Like they're not supposed to be you. They're supposed to be themselves. And it's like that's like they see you, and it's like they might kind of have this awareness that you are going places. With this Ten of Pentacles, you might just constantly look like you're surrounded by abundance. You might also constantly look like you are financially secured, stable. Like I just think that you have a lot of self-respect, you have a lot of love for yourself, and I think that you are also a hard worker. Okay, with this Pentacles, you have put in time, blood, sweat, tears. Okay, blood, sweat, tears to, I feel like if you are an artist, like you have mastered a craft to some degree. Yeah, definitely, because we have a 10 here, we have a 10 of Pentacles, and we also, bottom of the deck, we have the World. Okay, and we'll get there too, but those both indicate endings as well. And it's like, I just like end of a cycle, and I feel like you have leveled up, you have to some degree have a mastery about you, and people see where you're going. Like people see the path that you're going, and it's like I'm just getting like there's people that want to take you down. You have enemies, you have haters, and like honestly, if you didn't, come on. I mean, would you really be at any level of success? I mean, you know, people throw rocks at things that shine. 10 of Pentacles. And I think that you've taken all the rocks and invested your time and energy in your career, in yourself. And I think you have a lot of duality to you. There's a lot of duality. There's a lot of mystery as well. There's a lot of intimidation. The people who get obsessed with you are intimidated by you. I'm just getting jealous of you. It's like they want to steal your ideas. And it's so weird because to me, I mean, jealousy, hate is a fine line between hate and love. And I'm just getting that the people who are obsessed with you, they truly do have an admiration and a love for you. But I just feel like they aren't really expressing it in a healthy way. It's like they're expressing it through their shadow versus through love. And I'm just also getting that they become obsessed with you because you embody this energy. Oh my God. Why does this look like... Is that just me or does that look like Tyra Banks? What the heck? Okay, anyways, sidetrack. But we have love and trust. Like, I think you love yourself, you trust yourself. And I think that people get really obsessed with that energy, that confidence, that investment in self that you have. Because I think that in loving yourself and trusting yourself, it's given you the capability to love and trust the people around you as well. Like, your own healing has benefited you too. So that's also why people are obsessed with you, because they see your heart. They know that they can trust you. They know that they can depend on you, take a chance on them. Like, people definitely are willing to take a chance on you because you're just trustworthy. I think you have a level of stability, abundance here. All right, we have raindrops. Take a chance on them. 39. All right, it says, if anyone has a reason to keep their guard up, it's you. People have been known to mistreat you, and like any rational person, you finally got tired of it, went back inside and locked the door. But you weren't supposed to stay out of the rain forever. No matter how terrifying the prospect may seem, you need to put yourself out there again. Whoever it is you're thinking of, they can be trusted to walk with you through the storm. I love that so much. Like, people trust you to walk through the storm with them. And I think what's really admirable about you and why people trust you so much is because it's like you've been through enough. And like, if anyone has a reason to keep their guard up, it's you. Like, literally look at this. Sorry about my cats, they're playing. Oh, hissing. Gigi, don't be grumpy. Don't be grumpy. Exactly, like Gigi hissing. Like, it's like you've had your guard up, and it's like, look around you. Like, I can understand why you've been in this space of just like, you got tired of it. Like any rational person, or people have been known to mistreat you. Like, what kind of energy is this? Like, it's like the people that are obsessed with you, they're very comfortable with mistreating you. And that sucks. And it's like, I don't know, there's something just very like kind of broken, or like not broken, but you see like the eye colors and like the intensity and the intimidation. It's like, you're just definitely like not dealing. And it's just like, you reacted, I feel like you've reacted pretty rational to this situation, but it's just like, don't hide yourself forever. Just because there are people like this that exist, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's not going to be people that you can also trust. Okay, so that is just a message for you. But yeah, people just feel like even if things get hard, tough, like you're going to be right there next to them. Like your loyalty, I think, is genuine because you're selective about who you're around, because I think you do have trust issues with the Seven of Swords. You do have a paranoia of like people doing things behind your back, having shady behaviors, being deceptive, possibly stealing ideas, right? And we have bottom of the deck over here, we have release. We also have bottom of the deck for the Mermaid Oracle, decisions. And bottom of the deck, so all the bottom of the deck seem to be correlating. We have the World. And what I'm seeing here, wow, that's so interesting. Like we have red eye, red eye, red eye. And look, these are white. These are both white. There's like a difference there. Anyway, just looking for signs, symbols, guys. All right, we have release in the World. And to me, like I said, the World is about ending cycles. And I think with release here, it is confirming that you are letting go of something. You're releasing, letting go. You're letting something end. It's over. With decisions, I think that you did sit on this. It took you a while to decide here. But with Seven of Wands, I think what you're choosing is to defend yourself, is to stand up for yourself, is to protect yourself. And I think that you are choosing. We have Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Wands coming out together. And I've had this deck for a while, so these have definitely been shuffled. So they both came out upright, back to back. Like you will be advancing in whatever it is you're doing. Like you will have slow growth. Actually, with the Eight of Wands, that indicates fast moving growth, okay? But I think you made decisions to protect yourself. With this Eight of Cups, it's definitely also about, this is about walking away from what no longer serves you. Even when it's hard, it's like not looking back. Don't look back. And look, I mean, there's a sad face. I do get like this energy of this hasn't been easy for you to release, to walk away. Underneath that is justice, okay? But it's like things are going to turn out in your favor. Things are going to be okay, but it's just like you do need to work on like making sure that you're protected, because this is coming through as obsessive, you know, obsessive energy. And I just feel like anything that's obsessive is not very healthy in the first place. And you guys, to me, do have the most negative reading in terms of like other people's way of like seeing you, other people's, it's not like how they see you, but it's like I said, throwing rocks at things that shine. It's like they see this huge potential in you, and you might be making decisions right now to end certain cycles, to walk away from things that are no longer serving you. Seven of Wands, and also protecting yourself in the process. It's like, I get that some people might be fearful of you doing the same to them as well. But it's just like, I think you do have a pretty rational judgment here. I think that you might have caught whoever this is being really obsessive towards you. See, with this, yes, with this like Like, I see you. I see you. I see you, weirdos. I see you, and even if this is upsetting or is maybe moving quickly, like this might have been a rash decision, this could have been a, you know, but I'm just seeing you will be like moving forward. You'll move forward quickly, okay? Especially with justice here. 7 of Pentacles, yes, patience. Patience, and now it's like you're able to plant seeds, and I think like you can actually have things blossom here, because it's almost like you're getting rid of all the weeds. You're getting rid of the weeds in the garden. I'm gonna read this one from the book. Oh, that's so beautiful. We also have Sundress, do it for you. I feel like some of you might feel guilt or might feel pressures to like put up with certain behaviors, but like don't feel guilty for not wanting to be around this. I think that you have so much creative potential here, and it needs to be nurtured, it needs to be protected, it needs to be respected, and it's just like, I think that you're not going to get any of that when you're in this energy. So we have 11, sun. Paint the sun into your sky. Don't build a home that will come crumbling down if a single person walks out of the front door. When it comes down to it, we can't depend on other people to make us feel happy or fulfilled. What is wrong? Mercury. Microwave. The fact is that people are going to leave from time to time, and you're the only one who's guaranteed to stay. Take the time to find sources of joy outside of your loved ones. You deserve happiness that lasts. Especially with do it for you underneath that. It's like, it's so crazy because it's like, I feel like you have like a small circle here with trust and take a chance on them. It's like when you really take a chance on somebody, it's like you're very incredibly loyal, but it's like at the same time, I think your first priority and loyalty here is to yourself. And it's like you can't depend on other people to keep you happy, to keep you fulfilled. You know, it's not anybody else's responsibility. And I think that you need to stop feeling guilty for walking away from like situations that you are unhappy in. Especially when there's just like a lot of negative intention. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of, with this Knight of Wands, that feels aggressive, you know? With the Queen of Pentacles, that's instability. You know, this is not a great duo, especially if these are two people specifically. You know, these are not great energies to be around. But we do have justice, you know, we have release. I think what's going to really help you too to get through this situation is to like create from a place of trying to heal this. I think that will be very beneficial for you. Alright, we do have the Two of Cups in reverse, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so yes, once again, I feel like the people that are obsessive over you are the people that want to work with you, but it's like I feel like they feel like they're not getting a cup back from you. It's like I feel like they kind of feel like they have their cup out. They are offering love or whatever they might be offering, because we have Pentacles and Cups. So to me, that's love and work, career. So this could be like people that want to work with you or even just be in a relationship with you to some degree. But it's like, I just feel like the people who are obsessed with you, it's like the people who want a piece of the pie, the people who want in on whatever it is that you are building, creating, surrounding yourself with, whatever it is that's in your future, they want a piece of it too. feel like you have a really bright future. I just feel like you have such a bright future here, and it's like people just, they want a piece. You're a unicorn here. You're very unique. I don't think people meet a lot of people like you. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Oh my God, exactly. It's like people who, they're very money focused. I feel like they see a lot of financial worth in you, financial potential in you. They could have been using you for money or resources as well. Like these people could have just been trying to get what they could out of you. But with this Three of Cups, it's like this is really mean. This is coming through as mean, aggressive, bitchy, gossipy. These are not people that I think you need to be around with this Eight of Cups. Like this is not a healthy obsession. These are unhealthy obsessions around you, and I think that you're seeing through it. You're seeing the types of energies around you. You're seeing who's able to come with me on this path, who's able to come with me on this journey, and who is just going to keep doing harm and hurting me. Two of Pentacles. Keep your balance. Keep juggling your responsibilities. Don't take on too much. Stay grounded. Ten of Wands. And just let go of burdens. I feel like you have so much on your back, so much on your shoulders right now. And it's like you need to ask for help, first of all. And second of all, you need to just like not feel guilty. I feel like there's a lot of guilt here about possibly ending situations, just standing up for yourself, protecting yourself. But it's like you need to release these burdens, this guilt here. We have Six of Cups, because at the end of the day, these people don't have that like genuine, heartfelt love for you. The Sun, they just kind of wanted, they just wanted the rewards that came with being near you. Four of Pentacles, exactly. Really greedy energy. Like these people were greedy. They just wanted, like they wanted to be your entourage. I just saw 555. Oh God. Like these people just wanted to be your entourage. So I'm gonna get you guys one more message from your angels to end this one off. Okay, we have compassion. Dearest one, be compassionate towards yourself. Surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing you need to improve in order to be worthy. You are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your perception. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. Yes. Yes, like be more compassionate. This is not an easy situation for anyone. And I think that you've been handling it with integrity. You've been handling it with grace. You've been trying to do things out of love here. And I just think you need to be more compassionate towards yourself, because I think that these people aren't very compassionate. We literally have the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups reversed. Like this just tells me that they don't have real love for you. Bottom of the deck, we have guilt. Exactly. I was feeling so much guilt here. You do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love. Regardless of what you've done or what you think you failed to do, from your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. So that's straight from the guides, all right? They love you dearly. They want you to be more compassionate. They want you to release this guilt. They want you to also transmute all this pain into your passion and love for music. I think that it's going to be so powerful for you and healing as well. All right, pile number 3. I love you guys so much. I'm sending you love, light, protection, blessings. Thank you so, so, so much. If you stayed this long, if you watched all the way till the end, if you enjoyed it, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love, love, love to hear from you all. Until next time, peace.